In the summer of 2026, Shohei Ohtani did something that defied the fundamental laws of baseball physics. It wasn't just that he hit his 19th home run of the season, it was how he hit it. When the ball cleared the wall, the stadium erupted, but the umpires stood frozen. A broken bat home run to the opposite field is supposed to be an anomaly, a fluke of geometry. But when it happens off the bat of a two-way phenomenon, Major League Baseball took notice. The umpires took the bat. The league launched an inquiry, and what the data revealed wasn't a story of illegal equipment or illicit advantages. It was an entry into the terrifying reality of Ohtani's dual-threat mechanics. Welcome to Dynamic Stories. Today, we decode the structural anatomy behind the most analyzed piece of wood in modern sports history, and how Major League Baseball's investigation uncovered the terrifying truth behind Shohei Ohtani's power. July 2026. The Los Angeles Dodgers are dominating the headlines, and Shohei Ohtani is pacing the league yet again. In the first inning, he had already lined out at a blistering 112 miles per hour. Pitchers knew that leaving anything over the heart of the plate was a death sentence. In his next at-bat, Kyle Freeland tries to jam him. A hard, running fastball leaking toward the hands. It's the perfect pitcher's pitch. Hitters are taught to protect here, to fight it off. If you make contact, the vibration alone is supposed to numb your fingers and shatter the handle. Ohtani swings anyway. The contact is loud, but fractured. The barrel splits open. As Ohtani crossed home plate, the umpires didn't just toss the broken lumber to the bat boy. They kept it. In modern baseball, when a player achieves an exit velocity of over 110 miles per hour on a ball hit near the trademark of a completely shattered bat, protocols kick in. Was the wood altered? Was it corked? Or did the umpires just witness an act of pure structural defiance? They examined the grain, pulling the fractured pieces apart to inspect the core. The bat was perfectly legal. The truth was far more intimidating. Shohei Ohtani had simply out-engineered the wood. To understand how a broken bat can carry 400 feet, we have to look at the unique physiological paradox of Shohei Ohtani. Most elite power hitters in Major League Baseball possess immense, dense muscle mass built for rotational torque. Think Aaron Judge or Yordan Alvarez, anchored, heavy frames that generate force through massive ground force leverage. But Ohtani's body is built for an entirely different discipline: pitching. StatCast Data Insight reveals that the average Major League hitter relies on a strict rotational plane. Ohtani, however, possesses a thoracic spine mobility rating that sits in the 99th percentile of all professional athletes, matching elite Olympic javelin throwers. As a pitcher, Ohtani requires extreme elasticity. His shoulder blade protraction and hip-to-shoulder separation allow him to throw 100 miles per hour, but when he stands in the batter's box, that identical elasticity becomes a mechanical cheat code. When an inside pitch jams a normal hitter, their hands get trapped, stopping the kinetic chain. Ohtani's extreme hip-to-shoulder separation allows his lower body to clear completely while his hands remain back. He doesn't just hit the ball with his arms, he unleashes a whipped kinetic chain that transfers energy directly from the ground through his core and into the wood. Even when the wood breaks, the velocity of the swing is so immense that the kinetic energy has already been transferred into the baseball. Following the incident, Major League Baseball's Equipment Research Division looked closely at the data surrounding Ohtani's bats. Since the mid-2000s, Major League hitters have favored maple over ash due to its hardness. Maple doesn't flake. It resists compression. But maple has a flaw. When it reaches its maximum shear stress point, it fails catastrophically. It shatters. When a baseball traveling at 95 miles per hour collides with a bat swinging at 80 miles per hour, the force generated is over 8,000 pounds of pressure. If that contact occurs just 3 inches outside the sweet spot, the wood absorbs the vibration. The energy waves travel down the barrel, multiplying the internal stress until the wood fibers tear apart. A normal bat's maximum tensile stress sits at roughly 15,000 pounds per square inch. Ohtani's inside pitch impact registered at over 17,500 pounds per square inch. The result? Catastrophic structural failure. When the umpires examined the bat, they found the failure occurred precisely along the radial grain lines. Ohtani didn't break the bat because the wood was weak. He broke it because the sheer velocity of his hands delivered more force than high-density maple is physically rated to withstand. He broke it because the sheer velocity of his hands delivered more force than high-density maple is physically rated to withstand. When the umpires held those broken pieces of maple, they weren't looking at a violation of the rulebook. Which Ohtani moment has surprised you the most so far this season? Let us know in the comments below. This is Dynamic Stories, and we'll see you in the next chapter.